Hi, welcome to learnhowtogarden.com. In today's episode of the 10-Minute Gardener, we're going to be talking about the most misused of all our summer vegetables, and that's the humble summer radish. If you're not subscribed to me at Learn How to Garden, there is a link directly above this film. Pop in your email address, and it means every time I do a new film I can let you know. It also means that you get access to our monthly newsletter, which has interviews and films that don't appear on the normal video aggregators, and it also lets you know any lectures that I'll be doing or any courses that we're running this year. I get quite angry about radish, if I'm honest. I get angry because it appears that it's always just disregarded because it's so easy to grow, it's so forgiving that it's almost sort of, children grow radish. But radish should be grown by everybody. It's really fast. It's really tasty if you pick it at the right time. And it's a fantastic thing for intercropping. Any of you who have watched my film on growing dwarf beans will know that what I'm going to do in this small no-dig raised bed in my mum's garden is we're going to have 4 rows of dwarf French beans. But because those beans are going to take about 20 to 30 days before they're ready to go out, I don't want to leave this bed empty. So what I'm going to do is plant radish. And I'm going to plant a mixture. I'm going to plant zlata, which is what you'd call a classic round breakfast radish, and those you want to be eating no bigger than that thumbnail. And we're also going to be planting a longer cylindrical variety, so that if you like radish chopped up on your salad, this is the one to go for. It's not like a winter radish, this is still a summer radish, and we're probably going to pull those when they're about as long as my little finger. And they are very simple to plant. What I'll do is just very gently between each row of the beans is just use this little snee-bore cultivator, which I normally use when I'm in a herbaceous border or a flower border to break up. It's quite a beastly looking implement. And it breaks up really hard ground, but it's fantastic just for making these seed drills, which are really gentle in your vegetable bed. And it is dead simple. You take your radish seed. Now, you don't want to be thinning radish. So, one of the golden rules is try and sow it. Oh, this is interesting, it's actually stuck to the bottom of the packet. Try and sow it about 3 inches apart. Give it enough room to grow. When you get a row where the radish don't develop, that's because they're so close together they can't. And also remember that you want these radish to come out when they are young. That's when they've got all the taste without the bitterness and the fieriness. They are decent sized seeds, easy for kids. And just along the row we go. And normally the germination rate with radish is sort of way over 90%. So easy peasy. Sometimes I just take whatever radish I'm going to grow for the year and mix the seed up all together. Let's get these. And my favourite way to eat radish, if I'm brutally honest, is with a very cold, flinty Sancerre and some decent mayonnaise. In fact, I seem to remember I once did a film on it. All I do now is use my hand to cover up this line of radish. I'm not going to mark it. I know that it's halfway between where my beans are going to go. And then what I'm going to do now is just sieve some used coffee grounds onto the top. This is so that as they break down, the free nitrogen will be great for the beans when they first go in. And the coffee grounds themselves do have a deterrent effect on slugs and snails. They won't stop them. Before you start writing to me saying, I did your thing with coffee and they still get it, they won't stop them, but they will deter them. In fact, what you can do on a bed like this is just actually put 2 lines of copper wire, stripped out of old wire, about 1 inch apart around the bed, and that will stop any slugs or snails migrating onto the bed. But remember that you are going to have slugs and snails in the bed. In fact, in the next newsletter I'm going to be talking about how to make your own nematodes. And nematodes are the natural predators for slugs. So rather than having to buy nematodes, I'm going to talk about how you can farm some nematodes to actually use on your bed, and that's in our next newsletter. But that's it. When they come up, let them grow. They should take about 45 days. Pull them young, eat them as fast as you can, and I promise they will taste nothing like the ones in the supermarket. Radish, not only do children always get to grow them, but the ones in the supermarket bear no resemblance to the ones in this bed. Zlata is a great variety, and Ravanello is the one that I grow for longer roots. Thanks a lot for watching.